What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about 5 things that you did not expect to love in the BMW 4 Series. Let's get into it. Now, before I get started, I just want to mention there's a lot of things to love about this car. These are just 5 things that you probably didn't really think about, or things that you didn't really expect to like in this car. Reason number 1, it's a small thing, but I think it makes a huge difference in these cars. I have the coupe, so the doors are extremely long, and this actually only applies to the coupe. 428, 435, doesn't matter, as long as it's the coupe. The doors are extremely long, so where you are and where the seatbelt is, you're pretty far, so it's kind of awkward to get it. But what the car does is, once you close the door, it hands you the seatbelt. So just like that, you can just grab it and wear your seatbelt, guys. All right, so like I said, it's a small feature, but honestly, it makes a huge difference. If we were to try this, so if you actually just take this off, this is where it would be. So instead of it being here, it's gonna be all the way back there. It's really bright, so it's kind of hard to see, but that's really awkward to reach back and get. But it being here, it's just so much easier. So this is one of those things, you know, it's a small thing, but it makes a huge difference. So good job, BMW. Again, this only applies to the coupes. In the Grand Coupes, you don't really need it. The doors are pretty small, so you're probably like right here, and then the seatbelt's right here anyways. So but yeah, let's go on to the next one. For the interior, this car has the Dakota red leather interior. So this car comes with a lot of options for interior. I chose the red because the red is my favorite color, and also I think the red just makes the car look really special from the inside. Something more specific to this car, specifically the 4 Series, is it has extended red interior. So if you don't know what that means, you can get a lot of BMWs with red interior, one being like the 2 Series. If you do get it with red interior, you're basically going to get red seats, the red doors, and that's pretty much it. In the 4 Series, you get the extended red interior, and what that means is you actually get the red over here on the bottom of the dash. So it kind of gives like a more holistic look to the red interior, and it's one of my favorite things about the car, hands down. Another reason to love this car, what you probably didn't think about, especially when you're buying the coupe, is the back seat. So I can show you really quickly right now. This back seat is huge. I mean, this car is a coupe, but it's not a small coupe. So you have a lot of room in that back seat. I'm 6'2", about 220 pounds, and I can sit back there comfortably. Not only is the back seat big, but it's also really easy to get into. So obviously you just first open up the door, and then there's this little lever here that you just pull, and you bring the seat forward. Now you probably can't get in there like that, or you can move the seat forward by pressing and holding this button. Move it as much as you'd like, or if you just press it once, it'll move all the way. All right, guys, so I'm in the back seat right now. My head, I have about maybe like an inch or 2 of headroom. Again, I'm 6'2", so I'm on the taller side too, and honestly, like, it's super comfortable back here. Even if I scoot over to the side where I normally sit, again, 6'2", I sit pretty relaxed, and let me show you guys, because it's honestly, like, I still have leg room. Like, my knees fit. So without giving you guys too much you know, too much of a view of my feet, which you probably don't want to see, you can see here, like, I mean, there's not much room, but again, look at how I sit. Like, I don't really leave much room back here, but I can still sit, which is amazing. Like, I'm 6'2", I can sit behind a 6'2" person in this coupe, which, if you ask me, is incredible. Now you can get the Grand Coupe, and of course you're gonna have 4 doors, which adds a lot of convenience because you don't have to go through what I just went through to open up or to get into the back seat. You can do that. Personally, I love the coupe, and if you're buying a car for the back seat, you're probably not buying this car. But you know what, like, if you want this car and you need to throw some friends back here anyways, it's really nice. For a coupe, this is amazing. Not the reason you'll buy the car, but it's a bonus. If you do buy this car, you actually do have some useful rear seats. The one downside to this is it has the little plastic thing over there in the middle, so technically only 2 people can sit back here, but 2 people will sit back here very comfortably. So I'm gonna get an angle from here because it's probably better to show you guys, but the back seat also has this pull down armrest, which is really nice. Again, you can only fit 2 people back here, so in the center you can have a barrier between them, which I know I like. But you also have an armrest and some cup holders. In German fashion, they actually work. That was sarcasm. But no, they actually do work. With that said, guys, let's move on to the next one. So another thing I love about this car is, believe it or not, the gas mileage. So this is a BMW 435. The car has really good power. It has the N55, which is a straight 6 twin scroll turbo. But if you wanted to, you can get some really good gas mileage. So I do daily drive this car. If you have a 435 with xDrive, you're probably planning on daily driving it as well. So getting good gas mileage is really important. A big reason for that is this car has eco mode. So a lot of people talk down on eco mode, but one of the great things about eco mode, it has a coast feature. So the car can basically disengage and coast at high speeds and get you some crazy gas mileage. Like I was saying, when you're driving, if you put the car into eco mode, down over here, it'll say eco mode. The car will actually coast. I know I'm signaling. It's like I'm not driving BMW. The car will actually put itself into this coast mode. So let's say you're just driving, right, just normal speeds or whatever, and you let go of the gas, you're actually going to notice RPMs drop. So what's happening there is the car is basically coasting. And if you look at on the center of the dash there, it's saying I'm getting 99.9 miles per gallon. And the reason why it's saying that is I have to put the gas on. I'm going uphill again. But the reason why it's saying that is because I'm basically getting the most miles per gallon. Like, it's basically not using much gas at all, right? So like, if you do that every once in a while, let's say you're going down a hill. Right now I'm going up a hill, so I can't. It's gonna save you a lot of gas, and it's a great feature. Honestly, like, sometimes I get better gas mileage in this thing than I do in my Civic, because the Civic does not have that feature. And you know, like, this, just in the long run, it helps you save a lot of gas. Last reason to love this car that you wouldn't expect is the trunk. So for a couple of reasons. One, it has an electronic latch, so if you press and hold the trunk button, it'll fully open, not just unlock. Also, if you have the key in your pocket and you want to open it up, you can just kick your foot and boom, it'll open it up. And then lastly, this trunk is huge. For a coupe, this is big. I mean, I obviously have some stuff in here. It's pretty dirty, it's snowing, and I don't trust people. But the trunk itself is massive. I literally go to Costco and fit everything I need in here. I've bought closet doors and fit in here with the seats down, which is another thing. You can put the seats down. I believe it has a 60-40 split as well, which is really nice. Look how huge that is. I mean, again, this is not something you'll buy the car for, but if you have it as a daily driver and you come across those situations where you need to use the trunk, this is amazing. So there you have it. Those are 5 reasons that you did not expect to love the BMW 435. Again, there's many reasons to love these cars. I just wanted to highlight some things to you guys that you probably didn't think about. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know, would you guys take things off this list? Would you guys add anything else? Anyways, guys, if you like these types of videos, do subscribe. I'm actually doing a lot to this car, so if you're into that too, again, subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.